Was up this morning tweeting more of his verbal diarrhea. At 7:28 this morning, he tweeted this: disgraced and discredited Bob Mueller. Disgraced and discredited by whom? And his whole group of angry Democrat thugs. Law enforcement investigators are now thugs. Spent over 30 hours with the White House counsel, that's McCann, only with my approval. Bullshit. For purposes of transparency. Anybody needing that much time when they know there's no Russian collusion is just someone, and then I didn't look at the rest of the tweet. This guy is losing it, and that's good. David Axelrod tweeted then at 10:30 this morning, sorry that Omarosa has seized on the word unhinged for her own purposes, because reading the hysterical Twitter screed Trump unleashed this morning, the term seems really apt. Unhinged. And Ted Lieu, the Democrat from California, also at 10:43 this morning, he tweeted, the President of the United States is now calling law enforcement thugs. These repeated attacks by Trump on law enforcement are disgraceful and inconsistent with that of an innocent person. Also, the leaders of the investigation happen to be Republicans. Does Trump really think that his asinine followers will believe that Republicans are really Democrats? Apparently he does, because he keeps repeating it. And speaking of Democrats and Republicans, I found this over the weekend in a tweet by Jules. And he has a little encapsulated history here. Since 1965, okay? 53 years. Since 1965, the Democrats were in power about half of that, 25 years. And the Republicans were in power about half that, 28 years. During the 25 years the Democrats were in power, they had 3 indictments, 1 conviction, 1 prison sentence. During the years the Republicans were in power, 120 indictments, 89 convictions, 34 prison sentences. Remind me again how both parties are basically the same. Yeah. But the Christians will vote for those Republicans. Yeah, goddamn right, boy. There is more shit hitting more fans over Trump's revocation of John Brennan's security clearance. Now, the list of former State Department and Pentagon officials adding their names to this statement criticizing Trump's decision around Brennan, that number has now reached 175 former Pentagon officials, that's the military, and State Department officials. Those are our spies and shit, right? New signatories to the statement, which was issued last week by 15 former directors and deputy chiefs of the CIA and the Office of National Intelligence, now include former political appointees and career civil servants. And they, by the way, they work for both Democrats and Republicans. Among the most prominent individuals, according to Raw Story, to sign a new version of the statement released Monday, today, by senior officials from the Bush and Obama administrations are former State Department National Security Council lawyer John Bellinger, Deputy Secretaries of State Anthony Blinken and William Burns, former Undersecretaries of State Nicholas Burns, Wendy Sherman, and Thomas Pickering. Woo, baby. Well, I'll tell you what all you people ought to do. Remove him. Also, former National Security Agency General Counsel Robert Dietz, former National Counterterrorism Center Directors Michael Leiter and Nick Rasmussen, former National Security Advisor Anthony Lake, former NATO Commander Admiral James Stavridis. Now, they make it very clear that not all the people who have signed this agree with Brennan's public attempt on Trump. The statement reads, that's in the statement. They also believe that, quote, the country will be weakened if there is a political litmus test applied before former expert officials are allowed to voice their views. Now, you remember Brennan has publicly characterized Trump's comments with Vladimir Putin as treasonous. And he said he might sue the Trump administration over the revocation of his clearance. And today, Trump blasted these new individuals who signed on and said that while he hopes Brennan does file a lawsuit, he doubted it would happen because, then through discovery, we'll find out what a criminal Brennan is. No, asshole, not quite. What else? And you remember that retired Navy Admiral, 4-star Admiral William McRaven, who oversaw the Navy SEAL operation that got Osama bin Laden, last week responded to Trump's taking away Brennan's security clearance by praising Brennan and asking the moron to go ahead and revoke his, McRaven's, clearance too. Son of a bitch. God, these people. And regarding Brennan's threat to sue Trump over the revocation of security clearance, over the weekend, Trump dared former CIA Director Brennan to sue him over the revocation of his classified clearance. I dare you. I dare you. Trump tweeted this morning, I hope John Brennan, the worst CIA director in our country's history, brings a lawsuit. It will then be very easy to get all of his records, texts, emails, and documents to show not only the poor job he did, but how he was involved with the Mueller-rigged witch hunt. He won't sue. Woo! Jesus Christ.